Hello, this is Chiak. We are back again with another set of The Raven Remastered. Now, obviously we're clearly heading towards the end game here. But yeah, we've made it past, well, he was able to make it past everything. While just keeping the other constable, I can't remember his name, but he doesn't trust us, and Zellner here, does not apparently trust him. Either way, now we're up in this secret passage that I'm trying to examine. Chair?
The chair is the only object that's not covered with dust. It seems like someone sat on it recently. Handcuffs. Not what I expected. Was someone interrogated here?
Are you serious?
The Raven, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't you step into the light?
What? Inspector Nicolas Legrand? Maestro David Kreutzer? Mr. Alfred Inch? Professor Edgar Lucien? I have none of these seem... Who's this? Emil... Oh, Gebhardt. He was the doctor on the ship that tried to kill us. Does it... I honestly do not know. I mean, I have a recollection of an ending here, but this part, I'm like, huh? Recollection of ending pertaining to him, but... Mr. Alfred Inch? The only thing I would say with Nicolas Legrand here is that would he actually blow up bombs and hurt innocent people? Professor Edgar Lucien? Alfred Inch?
Mr. Inch.
Amazing. Truly amazing. I thought young Legrand would be my most dangerous opponent, but it seems I should have had more respect for age.
You know, I wasn't expecting the chair to be like the thing that sucks, because there's like all this stuff I could look at, but I didn't end up looking at it.
And the bomb on the train? Did you want to kill us all?
I knew that Legrand would be hot on my heels after the heist in London. He's a dangerous man, Mr. Zellner. He almost caught me once.
Is that a reason to resort to murder?
It wasn't my only reason. An eye for an eye, Constable Zellner.
Okay. In terms of like why I chose Mr. Inch, it was basically a process. Like, I honestly do not remember this at all, but I couldn't imagine it David Kreutzer. Definitely not Gebhardt, the doctor from the cruise ship. I'm assuming he killed him, and staged it as the suicide note and everything. Let's see, what are the other options? Professor Lucien. Man, if it was him, that would be really dumb because he had the jewel on him. So like, why make go through all the effort? Unless it was like to get away with no suspicion, but that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, Legrand did not make sense, and then David Kreutzer. Yeah, it just didn't feel like it would be him, or like he would have been like a too obvious choice, because the entire time people were just constantly suspicious of him. So I decided to go with the process of elimination that only left Mr. Inch over here. So, either way, let's do this.
What about the murder of the Baroness? Was that also your doing?
The death of the Baroness was never part of the plan. Dr. Gebhardt had a score to settle with her and got in my way.
You didn't care about the key to the safe?
I never wanted to steal the eye out of the safe. I always intended to strike here, in the museum.
What about Gebhardt's confession?
A nice idea, don't you think? It keeps the inspector out of my hair, for a few more hours at least, until everything collapses like a house of cards.
How could you change so much? The Raven was a gentleman thief. The common people were on his side, not on the side of the police. They liked him because his heists were clever and, in the end, harmless.
A shock, isn't it? The good Raven, the clever Raven, the harmless Raven. Nothing more than a ruthless criminal. That's what all the newspapers say, now and for all time.
But why? Why ruin your own reputation?
I'm correcting things, Constable Zellner, and I enjoy it, believe me.
But
Enough!
why did you steal the second eye here, and not while it was in transit?
The eye was in the bank in Zurich for a long time, impossible to get at. Then the safe on the ship in Legrand's cabin, too complicated. I heard about the secret basement and found out how the security system worked. I would have preferred to save my performance for the gala this evening, but, well, events demanded a change of schedule. Not least because of you, my nosy friend.
How did you do it? How did you plant the message on the safe in the train? How did you know that Gebhardt killed the Baroness? And the demolition charge below the treasure chamber? How did you manage it all? Even if your arm isn't lame.
Oh, it is, believe me. I needed help, it's true. A messenger boy to replace my arms and legs.
A messenger boy?
Ah, Adil. This could be interesting. He's quite talented, but unreliable. He has a mind of his own plans. Don't you, Adil?
I never wanted blood to be shed, but it's time to make an exception.
He only forgot one thing. I keep things firmly in hand. Always. End of story.
What? Huh? Oh, are we? Oh. We're heading back to the beginning. Are we playing as Adil now? And again, the music.
I told you not to get off. What if the train had gone without you?
So, you're taking a job as a ship's doctor.
I am excited but nervous too. I'm not exactly a champion swimmer.
If you wind up in the water on board a ship, something's gone terribly wrong.
I don't remember this. Like, at all. No, nothing to say for yourself? Oh no, oh, cutscene still, never mind. Yes, look casual. Absolutely casual. Oh, so casual.
What was all that in the museum?
That didn't quite go according to plan, did it?
Oh my god, there's so much echo.
It when things don't go according to plan.
You nearly killed them.
You let them catch you.
It wasn't my fault. Scotland Yard was there.
If I thought it was your fault, you'd already be bobbing in the River Thames with a bullet in your head. Someone tipped them off. I don't know who, but I'm going to find out. Where is the jewel? Ah, marvelous. But it's just half the set, and stealing the second eye will be more difficult than I'd anticipated.
Why are we meeting here and not in Venice like we planned?
London drew more attention than planned. They put Legrand on the case.
Nicolas Legrand?
He's searching the train.
Shouldn't we postpone the plan under these circumstances?
On the contrary, I gave him an anonymous tip.
A tip?
I told him that the train will be robbed.
Okay, I have to... The reverberance... The reverb on the dialogue is really breaking my immersion here because it's so echoey that I just cannot believe that no one can hear what they're saying.
You don't seriously suggest that we steal the jewel right under Legrand's nose?
Of course, because I'm an idiot. Our best bet is still Cairo. Everything is prepared. Mr. X will provide us with everything we need. As planned, I'll go to Venice together with the Baroness and board the ship there. You'll do the same, but as surreptitiously as possible.
All right.
And under no circumstances can anyone be permitted to discover our relationship. Understood?
And the rest of the plan is as before?
We just have to get on board the ship.
Then I'll get in the car and we'll meet in Venice.
No, Legrand necessitates a change of plan. You'll go by train as well, and place this envelope on the safe as soon as the train halts in the tunnel. I'll cause a blackout so that you can sneak past the guard. You won't believe who's guarding the safe. That blasted Bobby from London. If you have any trouble, cave his skull in.
And Legrand?
You take care of the letter, I'll take care of everything else. The most important thing is that no one recognizes you on the train.
And that I don't get caught. What's the purpose of the letter?
That's not your concern.
I'd just like to know whether I'm risking my life for some game of yours, or whether it's worth it.
Any one of my games would be worth your life. You just do what I tell you. Stick the letter on the door of the safe or leave it on top of it. I don't care. But the letter has to be there as soon as Legrand shows up after the blackout to make sure everything is in order. Understood?
Yes.
What?
Yes, understood. Hasn't the Baroness grown suspicious?
She's wrapped up in a veil of alcohol, arrogance, and disinterest. Only flattery, gossip, and Belgian chocolate can penetrate it.
Ideal conditions.
I'll be glad to be rid of that old hag. She's my ticket to the most important museums in Europe. But these have been the longest 6 months of my life.
How are the injured guards doing?
How the devil should I know?
You didn't need to do that.
What? Save your bacon?
I'd have made it out on my own.
Oh yes, the poor security guard. It really wasn't necessary. I'm such a naughty boy.
I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
Oh please, please, don't be angry with me. I won't do it again.
I don't know why. I find that really creepy. That just entire monologue there was just really creepy to me.
I don't know. We have the first eye, and we only just escaped.
Tell me you're not suggesting that we should be satisfied with that? One eye alone is nothing more than an expensive bauble, but both eyes together are a legend. My greatest triumph.
Shouldn't I put the eye somewhere for safekeeping? Just in case Legrand searches our things.
I'll hide the jewel in the Baroness's luggage. I already know where. Legrand won't dare search her belongings, and even then, he'll never be able to open the secret compartment.
Okay, so we'll see each other in Venice.
And not sooner. Here, take your travel documents. We may not have an opportunity to meet in Venice.
Okay, fine. That's the first change of plans so far. Whatever. Looks like I'll be going to Venice by train.
Okay, oh, now we're in control. I see. Examine.
Sometimes you can find useful things in a waste bin, but this one seems to have been emptied recently.
Okay. So, a deal? Am I saying your name right?
There probably isn't a single newspaper between Moscow and Madrid that's not reporting on the burglary. I'm famous. Unfortunately, not for the sort of elegantly executed theft I'd like to be known for. The crate must have had bananas or something in it. It's empty now. It's built out of thin wooden boards. Probably didn't have to bear much weight.
Oh, use crate with... Okay, this is not something I need to...
A ticket for a trip on the MS Lydia from Venice to Cairo, some banknotes, and a passport. Blank. No personal info, no picture. Inch has brilliant contacts in the underworld. He knows the best counterfeiters, technicians, pickpockets, and con men. He remains anonymous, though. Most of them don't even know they're working for him. Mr. X, his contact in Cairo, probably doesn't have a clue who he is. Inch loves the spotlight and has a flair for the dramatic. Why else would he call himself the Raven? I don't like having to risk my own neck as part of his drama. What's the point of leaving messages for his opponent?
Okay.
Burglary in British Museum, 1 casualty, 5,000 pounds damage, culprit unknown. Return of the Raven? I'd have escaped anyway, but Inch just couldn't resist playing with dynamite. I hope the security guard recovers soon.
Okay. Can use this crate with something, which...
Some of the passengers got off the train to stretch their legs, but this man started his journey right here in Zurich. He waited a good 10 minutes for the train and began to get impatient. Judging by the bag, he's a doctor. He radiates self-confidence, almost arrogance. Clothes maketh the man. Put a uniform on a short, old, rather chubby little man, and they'll show him all due respect, even if he's only a constable. The uniform alone gives him power, and that counts for a lot in this part of the world. I'd better not interrupt their conversation. As long as they're talking to each other, they're distracted and paying less attention to their surroundings.
Okay.
The conductor from the train. He's keeping a watchful eye on his passengers and their luggage. The train's been held up, and he seems to want to prevent further delays. He'd see me if I tried to board the train.
Okay. Anything else here?
They won't let me ride along in the freight car, not even if I ask nicely.
Okay, examine freight car. What? Okay, we can't actually click on it. Good to know.
If I try to just get on the train, the conductor would probably stop me and might even turn me over to the police. I can't risk that. Even if I was able to distract the conductor and slip onto the train, I'd stick out like a sore thumb with these shabby clothes. I have to find something more suitable.
Okay. Right. Is there... If I go here, is it going to change the perspective? No. Okay, let's use the knife on the crate.
I could probably pry the bottom boards off without too much effort. They're thin, and the nails are short.
Okay, so that was what we're supposed to do. I don't know why we're doing this, but... Yes, I'm sure no one saw that.
Perfect. It looks like a normal crate. It's now or never.
Oh, it wasn't even... Okay. I'm just searching for something to...
Hey, you! Scram!
Yes, sir. Let the games begin.
Okay.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Can't you see that I am talking to the constable?
The train is leaving in a few minutes, sir. I have to ask you to board it now.
We should get on. Perhaps we'll be able to continue our conversation during the trip.
I won't stand in the way. Where's my bag?
You left it right there.
I know that. I want to know where it is now.
I don't know. I'll look for it right away. If you gentlemen would get on the train in the meantime...
I will hold you and your employers liable for this.
I'm sure he'll find the bag. Come on, Dr. Gebhardt. I will help you with your luggage.
Fine.
Okay. Wait, where... Do you have... I don't see it on my inventory, so what am I supposed to do now?
The conductor doesn't really seem to know where to search for the lost bag. Finding a particular piece of luggage at a railway station is like finding a needle in a haystack. This is the saloon car, fully furnished with a bar and all the niceties. The ladies and gentlemen would have a fit if I just waltzed in there wearing these clothes. I can't board the train like this. I'd stick out like a...
Okay, so he does need the clothes, but... Like, we took the bag, but where's the bag? I can't do anything with it. Enter saloon car. Oh, we can talk to the conductor. Okay.
You seem to be searching for something. Can I help?
Go away. There's no money to be earned here.
That's not what I mean. I just thought, if you're looking for a brown bag...
Why? Did you steal one?
If that were true, I wouldn't be offering to help you. I saw a little blonde boy take the bag. He ran off with it, over there.
Really? Thanks.
Oh, are we going to knock him out and take his clothes?
Isn't that the bag?
Where?
Oh, taking out with a stack of newspapers.
Nothing personal.
Also, still in full view of the train, but you know, whatever.
No! Oh, man!
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course. What's this?
What's the matter?
The door. I can't open it.
Let me have a look. The compartment is locked.
Damn, I can't let the professor see me. I shadowed him for days in London. He might recognize me.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back to my compartment.
All right, let's wait here.
Okay. I mean, it'll
It was
just...
the only window that was open in the station, so it was a good way to get onto the train. And now, it might be my only way out. The window to the right should be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape room.
Okay. I can't imagine there's anything else I need to... What?
If I stand up, my head is level with the roof, but the roof is too slanted and smooth to climb.
Okay, so we need something then. Towels. Towels?
Professor Lucien hasn't slept a single night in the cabin yet. The towel is unused. If I twisted it, then I'd have a sort of rope. The sink. No, that won't help me now.
Okay, I was actually just trying to see if I
My
can...
God, I barely look like myself.
I was trying to see if I can close the...
Professor Lucien seems to travel light. The Baroness's luggage takes up half a freight car. I don't think that the suitcase or the bag contain anything that could help me out. I better leave as little evidence as possible.
Okay, so let's just go out. Let's just exit out. Assuming that's all I need. Okay, so... Keychain... Oh, this is the towel? I can barely recognize that. You know what's hilarious is you can see him holding the towel even before
There's nothing quite
he has
like
it.
Traveling on a train. I should be able to move about freely in the train, as long as I keep away from Professor Lucien. The other guests don't know me, and conductors change several times during the journey. A new face shouldn't seem suspicious to anyone.
Young man,
Yes, sir?
tell me, when did they switch to self-service on the Orient Express? Should they not have informed the passengers about that in advance?
Forgive me, sir. I was...
And what about my bag? Did your colleague find it?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
I expected as much. There will be consequences. And now, bring me my coffee.
Of course, sir.
How did you get the coffee in the first place?
Asshole.
No, but seriously, how did you get the coffee in the first place?
There's still some coffee left.
Okay, are we just taking... I see there's a...
Even pigs get to drink from the finest porcelain. If I mess with the doctor, I might blow my cover. So I'll have to grin and bear it and serve our esteemed passenger his coffee.
But who poured this?
If I mess... So I'll have to...
Okay, but... What? There's already a... I'm so confused. Okay, so was it... the coffee's there!
A cup of coffee for the
I thought it was full.
Do you know what the problem with people like you is?
You mean our lack of a sense of duty, or our skin color, or a lack of respect for our elders? We have so many flaws.
What happened to not messing... What happened to not messing... Okay, I'm assuming he was like saying that in his head and not actually out loud. The coffee is floating there. I was so confused the entire time because I was thinking like, but like clearly the coffee cup is full. Why am I? Why do I have to go through with this?
Let's see.
And then it turns out
It fits.
Is there anything in here I need?
Huh. A lot of odds and ends. A hairnet, batteries, a half pack of cigarettes, an unused toothbrush. The bartender probably has to serve as a jack of all trades, like a concierge in a hotel. So, is there anything useful? Here we go. A small shaving mirror.
Assuming it's locked.
A dish with old people's candy. Butterscotch, I think.
Old people's candy. Okay, is that it? Besides, I love this. That coffee is just forever there. Technically, do we lock it again? Because it was locked when he...
Let's see.
Oh, weird.
It fits.
Oh, does he lock every time?
No, I don't need it.
I'm gonna assume that he just happens to lock it. Even though technically Zellner had to use a hairpin to open it up.
The younger woman seems to be some kind of carer or companion for the older lady. I wouldn't like to be with her all day long. She radiates a certain restlessness and unease. I know people like that always have to be doing something. They feel useless if they don't have anything to do. I feel sorry for them. The old lady didn't get on in Zurich, and she doesn't look like someone from Nancy or Basel. I'm guessing she boarded in Paris. She seems familiar somehow. I've seen her someplace before. Maybe she used to be an actress, and I recognize her from photos. She has the confidence of someone who doesn't have to prove herself anymore. She's rich, that's for sure, but it's not just that. I'd better not talk to her. Her eyes are intelligent and observant. Something tells me I'd only make life difficult for myself if I try to pull the wool over her eyes.
Okay, that's it. Just wanted to make sure all the conversation...
The elderly woman's carer can't keep her hands still, so she's knitting.
I can't see a reason why we would just take this. Oh, he's...
Can I bring you ladies anything? Is everything satisfactory?
Everything is wonderful, young man.
Very good.
Okay, well, she's not gonna talk.
Got it. I think Professor Lucien is still in the hallway, trying to get into his cabin. I'd better wait until the coast is clear.
Okay, so what do we...
Sooner or later, the carer will miss her wool, even though it's just a little bit.
Okay, just, okay. Is there anything else here? Take the candy, for whatever reason. I love how he's looking around, like, oh my, who's gonna see me? I guess maybe
He didn't even want to hear why it took so long to get his coffee. He just wanted to tear into someone. Just wanted to assert his will. It's a sad life if you have to pump yourself up by deflating others.
Maybe, like, as an employee, he's not allowed to take from the candy bar.
Beer, wine, champagne, gin, brandy, and whiskey. The richest snobs take the same medicine as the poorest slobs.
Did I say candy bar? I said a candy bowl, please.
Some people would need a drink to steady their nerves, doing what I'm doing, but not me. I want a clear head if I'm gonna get this envelope onto the safe.
Okay, so that's what we're trying to do.
Looks like a toolbox. Ugh, it's secured with a heavy padlock. No, not what I need. The ventilation shaft supplies the freight car with fresh air. It also seems big enough to climb through. I'd say I found my way in. The cover has 2 hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the 2 screws on the front hold it closed.
Okay. Our knife? I'm sorry, not our knife? Oh, never mind.
Can't see anything but the rear of the car through the slots. That won't do. What I really need is a view of the front.
Can I small mirror with this?
Huh. If I have to.
Are we
That
using...
should do it.
Okay, something sticky at the back and then
It sticks.
attach it with a string, right? Maybe not. Okay, let's just try to see.
In theory, I could use the mirror to get a look at the front of the car, but my arm is too thick to fit through the grate.
Okay, so now we... Or do I... Huh?
The butterscotch is stuck to the back of the mirror. Sooner or later, the carer will miss her wool, even though it's just a little bit. The cover has 2, but the 2...
Okay, I'm so confused because I would think the knife we can use that to get the screws. We need to use a ball of wool with something. Which that throws me off, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so clearly there's something else I need. Because...
Hey,
Oh.
my pistol!
You'll get it back in Venice. Frightening me like that. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past my window.
Be off with you.
Oh, man.
Oh, and this is how he knows that.
Ah, I can use these.
Phew, that was close.
That wasn't close. You were fine.
He left the lock open. How convenient. Let's see. A wrench. You don't say. This is too easy.
I'm sorry, when you say screws, did you mean... So, it isn't like a screw, but like a nut in a bolt. In that, if I'm thinking of a wrench correctly, right?
First, I need to get an overview of what's awaiting me in the freight car, and then I'll take care of the cover.
Okay. Am I supposed to... See, that's what I'm confused about. With the ball of wool. It doesn't seem like I'm able to cut a string or anything, so what is it that I need to do? I wonder if the doctor's just hearing this like every single time.
I don't think I need it.
Okay. Don't need anything else.
Showtime.
Oh, doctor's gone. Is the coffee... Yep, still there. Still hanging out. Oh. Okay, now let's just go back. Okay, just checking. So... that is done over with. Okay, next carriage, since Dr. Lucien is in the cabin.
They should have been able to open the door with pliers. I think the coast is clear. I assume Inch is also in the compartment. He'll probably find some excuse to sneak out to trigger the blackout and engage the emergency brakes. No idea how he expects to pull that off. He usually leaves me in the dark about such things. Even after months of partnership, he still doesn't trust me completely.
Okay.
Just a few more days, and I'll finally be rid of that creep. And until then, he has to burn in his own personal hell with the Baroness. A nice thought.
Or he'll be rid of you. I feel like that's definitely someone who would like...
They managed to open the door. I wonder who or what the archaeologist thinks locked it. Did he connect it to the burglary in London? Probably not. Professor Lucien is on his way to Cairo, just like the Baroness. They both know each other. She chairs the Friends of the British Museum Club. I hope he's too shaken up to leave his cabin until we reach Venice.
Okay.
The violinist was already on the train in Zurich. Handsome devil. I'm glad my girlfriend isn't here. She loves to make me jealous. And once I'm raging mad, she leans forward and whispers one of those phrases that only she can say.
I really like my favorite part about people when they talk. They just say they're clearly saying it to us, but then on screen it looks like they're saying out loud to their face.
He seems to be worried about something. So much the better for me. If he's absorbed in his own problems, he won't be paying attention to anyone else, and won't be able to offer good testimony to the police. Huh. Is this a Stradivarius, or something like that? If it is, maybe I should take it with me during the blackout. With any luck, I'm gonna be a happy family man soon, and I'll need a few francs, lira, or marks. Self-control. Side jobs always lead to complications. There are enough unknowns in our plan as it is. No need to add more.
Okay. Oh, I can look out the window.
We're still in the Swiss Alps. We should reach the Italian border in half an hour.
Alright. When do
Climbing over the coal car is the only way to get into the driver's cab while the train is moving. I can't imagine Inch climbing over it to trigger a blackout up front. I bet he paid someone to do his dirty work. Inch almost never takes personal risks, and usually he tries to keep his hands clean.
Wait, what? What?
Some maps, info for travelers, some pictures, and the schedule, all neatly hung up with magnets. Won't work. There's a lock at the bottom of the window.
Okay, well we have a set of keys.
Maybe. The big map shows the different routes the Orient Express took in the course of its long history. It's larger than the other notices, and thus hung up with larger magnets. I'll take one with me.
Oh, we need a magnet. So that's what I was missing.
Some of the photos are rather nice. Professional work.
Okay, that's it. We're not gonna close it? Fine. Don't look suspicious at all. Okay, stick this. Okay, we use this to stick on the
Tie
wall.
the magnet to the string. Done.
Okay. And then we tie this. No? I'm so confused. Okay, whatever. Let's go back, I guess. That said, I probably need to end the set here. Well, let's at the very least get to the train car. Now, where do we cross paths? We didn't have a cross paths with Zellner yet. I was waiting for that moment. Either way, thank you for liking if you liked, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, thank you for favoriting if you favorited, thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!